Praise Lord, everyone. I praise and thank God for bringing us to this new month of March. And I want to share the verse that God has placed in my heart for this month, which is taken from the book of James, chapter 5, verses 17 and 18. It says here, Elijah was a man with a nature like ours, and he prayed earnestly that it would not rain. And it did not rain on the land for 3 years and 6 months. And he prayed again, and the heaven gave rain, and the earth produced its fruit. You probably have read this verse, or you know the story of what happened when Elijah prayed. And this month, I want to emphasize on a few key words or phrases from this verse, and I believe that the Lord will minister to you through this. James writes, the beginning of the verse, he says, Elijah was a man with a nature like ours. He was a man with a nature like ours. Sometimes what we do, we tend to see these biblical characters as something very extraordinary. Yes, definitely the Spirit of the Lord was upon them, but we also have to remember that they were humans like us. They were created in God's image just like us. And James beautifully puts it here, saying that Elijah was a man with a nature like ours. He's relating himself with Elijah. He's helping us relate ourselves with Elijah. And then he goes on to say that he prayed earnestly. The word pray and earnest are two words that I want you to focus on as you begin this month. Your prayers, the prayers that you make with the earnest heart, with the sincere heart to God, actually impacts in His kingdom. It makes a lot of difference. See, as I mentioned earlier, we have this tendency of putting ourselves down, and then we think that, well, God won't hear my prayer. In fact, I was in that place at one point thinking, will God even hear my prayers? But here James clearly writes that even though Elijah was a man like us, when he prayed, God heard his prayer. So my friend, today I want to encourage you, saying, as you begin this month, the prayers that you take to God, the requests that you take to Him, don't be discouraged or don't feel let down thinking, well, will God even hear my prayers? Are my prayers even worth saying? Even the most simplest, smallest prayers can impact. If you read the passage where Jesus talks about the Pharisee and the tax collector, though he stood in the presence of God, with that conviction in his heart, but he prayed, he repented, and he cried from the bottom of his heart, and God says that he left that place justified. So today, no matter what you're going through, as you begin this month of March, I want to give you this strong encouragement, saying, pray earnestly. Do not look yourself down, and look at yourself as the child of God who is taking his or her prayer to God Himself, and believe that whatever you have prayed for, you have received it, and in His perfect time, God will make it come to pass. So once again, you have a Christ-centered March, and march this month with Jesus Christ. God bless you. You take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.